video was directed by a man named Kevin Kerslick, who I have to mention his name because he did such a great job with the video. But Kevin did like some Nirvana videos back in the day, and he came at us and really helped us complete this vision. It was awesome. But so a lot of this imagery is stuff that if you've come here today, it's like this is the Denver Veg Fest. You're probably a little more open-minded than your average person if you find your way into these doors today. And this imagery might not be that foreign to you. You've probably seen a lot of this, but we managed to put this stuff on television in front of people who were just sitting down to watch the rock video play of a band playing the arena and scoring the girl and doing whatever. And we got this stuff on television, and I always thought I felt like it was just this great accomplishment for a band, and I thought that I was just so happy that we did it. That video made it number 3 in the MTV2 charts, number 5 on the Fuse charts. Got played around the world. Something like 5,000 people have bought that video for their iPods or whatever. Things like that, which was certainly awesome. And it was great to have, this record company sort of pushing this video, which was it was awesome that they were spending all this time pushing this video, and they were obviously just in it for record sales, and MTV just wanted to keep their ad revenue, but they were all pushing this video, and it was that was the win. That was the coolest part for us. It was getting so much airplay. We filmed it in clear-cut forest in British Columbia, north of Vancouver, or a forest that was being clear-cut. You saw the scenery was just so dramatic, and you saw all these trees going down. And around the same time too, there were protests going on. They were protesting. They were trying to widen a lot of the roads up there for the Olympics to happen in Vancouver. People were protesting the widening of the roads, which was obviously encroaching on the environment. A lot of the imagery is, like I said, is murder. But we were in the forest. The sawmill. Somebody that was working on the film crew, happened to know a guy who worked in a sawmill while we were there. So we got to go see this forest where the trees were disappearing from. And we got to go to the sawmill and see, what was happening to these trees. And we got to hear from, the sawmill workers, who were a lot of them were Rise Against fans, and they were fans of the band, and they were talking about, the metal rods that environmentalists would put into the logs and how they would kill a friend of theirs. Or I remember being in this big tin shack where all the trees were coming through to be chopped up. And in the tin shack, it looked like someone had shot the whole thing with a BB gun, and there were holes in the tin in the roof, and that was where one of the saw blades hit the metal rods. The metal rods and the saw blades exploded and just shot billions of fragments into the ceiling. And so you got sort of both sides of the story. The whole experience was really cool. Really eye-opening. We actually made a director's cut of that video, which was just even more graphic. It was stuff that we wanted to make sure it got put on TV, so we didn't want to go too far. But the director's cut was something that was even more graphic. That was mostly an internet version, because the internet is obviously a little less restricted than television. Though MTV Germany actually insisted on playing the director's cut in their television stations in Germany, which was kind of a score too. And let's see, I talked about all that. So yeah, I want to show you the video, and I wanted to let you guys know a little bit about the band. I'm really glad everyone came here to Veg Fest, the first Denver Veg Fest. I think that there's a whole day ahead of all of us. Some great speakers, some great vendors, a lot of really cool stuff is happening here today, and I'm happy to be a part of it. I'm glad you guys are here. I'm glad to see some familiar faces out here as well. Like I said, lots of speakers. I talked about a little bit about my past and my present, and I just want to touch on the future before I leave. The future to me took on a whole different meaning when I had my daughter, which you can hear her chirping outside these doors right now. But it was to me it was this is the person who's going to outlast me. This person is going to be on this planet for a long time, and in this world for a long time. A person who I'm responsible for, and for being around. And so I knew that I didn't want to raise her as a meat eater. Obviously when she gets old enough, that'll be her decision, to make that choice. But she wasn't. I know she won't be raised like me. I was raised on McDonald's and hot dogs. She's never been to McDonald's or had a hot dog, except for once at a birthday party, and that was just a big misunderstanding. But she's never been to McDonald's. So if you ask her, she says she has been to McDonald's. And if you ask her what it's called, she insists that it's called The Donald's. And then if you ask her what they serve, she says candy canes. So I don't know. I'm trying to I'm trying to put all those together. But she knows that we don't eat our friends, you know what I mean? And I'm trying to get her not to be like the preachy preschooler, you know what I mean? 'Cause like, now she's yelling at other kids, like, we don't eat our friends, you know? She's getting all snotty. Or sometimes I'll like, you know, I'll be eating like fake chicken or fake whatever turkey, but I'll just call it chicken or turkey, and she'll correct me. But Dad, it's fake turkey or it's fake chicken. Or I once joked with her that I was going to eat a caterpillar. I'm like, I'm going to eat that caterpillar. And she goes, we don't eat caterpillars, we eat fake caterpillars. But I want to thank Dan Hanley, who introduced me, for gently prodding me to be a part of this, even after I insisted that I'm better at screaming into microphones than I am singing into them. But and I want to thank everyone here who came out bright and early. You guys, I mean, it gives the feeling of being here gives me the same feeling that when I look out into our crowd, it's just a feeling of hope. It's like, just see these numbers, just see the people that care about these issues, that care enough to come here and spend a day learning about this stuff, or just sort of rallying around it. Like it's a really cool thing, and I think that when we talk about the future of vegetarianism, veganism, and animal rights, I think that it's important to realize that you are the future, that we all are the future, and it's a really awesome thing. So thank you very much. Thanks. Ashley, if you guys want to talk or hang out or answer any questions, or I brought some stuff to sign even too. Oh, and they're going to yell at me if I don't mention that I signed a guitar in the Samhain auction. If you guys want to check it out as well. I think I remember everything.
Yeah.
All right, thanks.